I had an experience pre-pandemic that I actually was dying to tell you about and talk about. And it was so interesting to me because, we created, advisor training and manager training for International Truck. And part of it is we were doing live pre-pandemic, we were doing live advisor training. And one thing that just completely blew me away that happened in Baltimore, Dallas, everywhere that we went to do the classroom training was that advisors would talk about how drivers would bring in a truck. They would go to the waiting room, and 3 hours later, the advisor would go to update them or whatever, and the driver had left and taken another job with another company. And how common it was that drivers would just up and leave and take another job with another company because the truck had been in service for a couple hours. And it wasn't one time, it wasn't two times. Like finally kind of by the third time, I'm like, how many have had that experience? And like half the room raises their hand.
Yep. Yeah, it's all too common. And, as the director of driver engagement for Chima Freight Lines, I was running the team for recruiting and retention, as well as, training the drivers. And what I found was driver enrichment was really important because every fleet out there is trying to do the same thing. They're trying to attract and keep drivers, and a driver can go put their thumb up on the highway and get a job. We picked up guys who, same deal, their truck broke down, and it's like, we get a phone call and we'll do whatever it takes. We'll scramble, we'll ask some other driver to go get him or pick him up, or, it is a dog-eat-dog world out there in all things trucking, and every single piece of the industry has to make sure that they're taking care of what I call the talent. They're the talent. Nothing happens without the driver. And so we need to be, taking care of them, whether they're at a service repair facility, which is always a bad day. A lot of them aren't getting paid when they're sitting there. If they're an owner-operator, they're definitely not getting paid. And on top of that, whatever is in that trailer behind the truck, that's the piece that I think a lot of advisors and technicians and dealerships and, anyone that's related, they don't consider what's in that trailer behind the truck, And if the guy's an owner-operator, he stands to lose the contract if what's in that trailer doesn't get there. If what's in that trailer is vaccines and it's a reefer and it could run out, the vaccines could expire. I mean, there's different ways to apply empathy to what you're doing, but it's a completely different ball game, and I don't understand why trucking seems like it just kind of got trapped or frozen in time when all the other industries were focused on customer service. It feels like trucking is so much further behind when it comes to how we're treating the driver or the owner or whoever is dealing with that experience when a truck is down or needs a part or whatever other piece of it. I don't understand why things seem to have kind of stalled. You know what I mean? It seems a little behind the times. It's not like walking into a car dealership. Oh, hello, Mr. Collins. Here's where our espresso machine is. It doesn't even have to be a luxury car to have that kind of treatment. But you go to a truck dealership, and it really wasn't that long ago that, you just walked up to the technician and wait for him to wheel out from under the engine bay and, toss him the keys, and he'll say, yeah, I'll look at it when I get to it. And, it's the old school, salt of the earth, crude. I don't know how to put it, but it just feels like it's slower moving to the point of now suddenly we're at this really crucial pivot point of, guys, we really don't have enough drivers to go around. Really, really, like for real now. And it's getting worse. And now suddenly it's come to the forefront. We need to make sure that we are doing everything we can to keep them happy when the truck is down in those terrible moments, if the truck's not moving, so they don't do what you're saying and just say, screw it. I'm going to, I've got 6 recruiters blowing my phone up. I'll just pick one and respond to them, and that'll be that, and I'll have a new job. It's a crazy world.
Thanks so much for watching this clip of Service Driver Revolution. We're uploading new stuff every day, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, call 8333-ASK-SDR and we'll answer your question on the show. That's 8333-ASK-SDR. For special deals on our books and training, head over to offers.chriscollinsinc.com. Now that's offers.chriscollinsinc.com. I'm Chris Collins, and I'll see you in the next video.